Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy, the Mad Kiger, up here today with the pickups video as promised, and I fucking hate lights. I really do. So yeah, we picked up quite a few different bits and bobs here today. Got some more DVDs, a few PlayStation 1 games, some PS against, well, it's all PlayStation today. Without further ado, I won't leave the intro for too long. We'll just get straight into it with the DVDs I picked up. I didn't know this was out yet, but Stan and Ollie got this for £8 from CEX. I was actually kind of surprised to see this out. Just shows how much I keep up to date with when films come out on DVD. I wanted to go and watch this in the cinema. I'm a big fan of Laurel and Hardy. I love the Laurel and Hardy movies and the old school Laurel and Hardy. When I heard that they were making like a modern film about it, I wanted it really bad. I wanted to go and watch it, but I never got around to doing it. So I'm kind of glad that I have the DVD. Definitely will be giving this one a watch. Big fan of Laurel and Hardy, and I hear this is actually really good, quite faithful. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint. And then in 2 for 20 and HMV, another film that I wanted to go and watch, the Lego Movie 2. Again, I really enjoyed the Lego Movie. You know, I love Lego, so the original Lego Movie was pretty good. I enjoyed it, so again, I didn't realise the second movie was out, so happy to finally have the second one. We'll be watching that. And because it was in the 2 for 20, I also picked up Into the Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse. I hear this is a really good animated film, actually. I hear it's a really good Spider-Man film. I've heard good things about this, so hopefully it doesn't disappoint. And then I was quite shocked to actually see this for £15. Star Trek, the Stardate Collection. This includes all 10 original Star Trek movies from... I don't fucking drop it, from obviously the original motion picture all the way up until Nemesis. 10 films in one. Again, like I said, I've been watching Star Trek, and I'm on the Next Generation now, and I'm really enjoying that. So now that I've got the movies on DVD, it's nice to have them in a definitive collection. Very happy with that. 2 PlayStation 1 games, that Shop in Maidenhead 24/7 games. It didn't disappoint. I wasn't in Maidenhead for long, to be honest. It didn't disappoint me. I love going to sort of private owned game shops, you know. And they did have a few PlayStation 1 games, quite a few actually, but I just picked up 2 of them. I picked up Army Men Lock and Load, and it was only $2.99. Their prices are actually reasonable. They had a bunch of PlayStation 4 games at a very good price. I could have spent a fortune in there. Got quite a few games actually, but I didn't spend loads of money in there. And this was only $2.99. Again, I love the Army Men games. Grew up playing them. I never actually had this one. I've never heard of this one, so that's why I got it. I don't know how good it is. The Army Men games have never been amazing, but they're definitely fun games for what they are. Yeah? Sorry about that. Had to go and discuss what's happening with me now. Yeah, so next I picked up another PlayStation 1 game. I was kind of glad to actually find this one. Small Soldiers, and this was $2.99 also. I loved this game as a kid. I remember we had it as a kid. Either this or the demo. And I love the movie Small Soldiers. I think it's one of my favourite sort of movies from my childhood as well. So yeah, the game is actually pretty decent, actually. It's one of the better obscure movie games. But yeah, very, very happy to get this. And now that I've got some AV cables on the way home as well for my PlayStation 1, I'll be setting up the PlayStation 1 and playing some classics. You know that. I picked up 1 PlayStation 2 game. Again, problem is with PlayStation 2 for me now, I've got what, nearly 1,000 PlayStation 2 games. Yes, the concept of space. But also, because I've got so many PlayStation 2 games, it's getting harder and harder to find PlayStation 2 games that I don't have, that are not overly expensive, or just not like really shovelware thing, you know, music and sports games and stuff. I don't mind picking them up once in a while, but for the most part I'll stick to some good games. So I picked up Gauntlet Dark Legacy. It was I only got this one because I already had the Seven Sorrows game, I think it's called. So I've been on the lookout for this one for a while. I think in America this game is actually kind of hard to come by. Actually, I've heard that it's kind of hard to come by either on the Xbox or the PlayStation, one or the other. So, and that was $3.99, so one PS2 game. And then I've got 4 PS Vita games, and how many PS4 games have I got? Quite a few. So yeah, these PS Vita games, one from pretty much everywhere really. From a charity shop in Reading, in Oxfam, $2.99, FIFA 13. What can you say? It's FIFA. Normally, I don't really go for sports games for a new console that I'm collecting, but the PlayStation Vita is a console that I'm actually using a lot, and because it's one of those consoles that I'll sit there and play for an hour or two, I don't mind having a sports game on there, again, for achievements, or well, trophies, but you know, what can you say about FIFA? It's FIFA. I don't care that it's not the most up-to-date FIFA or whatever. Football's football to me. But you never know, I might want to play a game of football, and on a handheld console I'm more likely to play it. And it was only £3, so I thought, you know what, why not? I would love a full Vita collection, and am I going to go for a full Vita collection? Maybe. We'll see how things go. And then from CEX in Maidenhead, I picked up Lego Legends of Chima, or Chima, Laval's Journey, and it was only a £5, so I thought, oh, a Lego game that's only £5 and on Vita, I'll take that. I've never really known a lot about some of the new Lego sort of thing, the Chima or the Chima, whatever you call it. I think it's Chima. I never really got into those sort of style of Lego. I know most of the Chima games came out on handheld consoles like DS and things, so this is I think this is an exclusive one that's only on PS Vita, maybe on DS as well, but I don't think we ever got a PS4 version of this game, so in a way it's kind of like an exclusive. So, and for a £5, I got to have at least one Lego game to play on the go, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then I also picked up from the Reading CEX, I picked up PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, and this is actually Battle Royale before Battle Royale meant like Fortnite style Battle Royale. This is this is basically PlayStation's answer to Smash Bros. Originally it came out on the PlayStation 3, but obviously the whole idea of this was you could play with people that were on the PlayStation 3 if you wanted to. And the main reason I got this one, and it was £8, the main reason I got this one because yes, I have it on PS3 and I think it's on PlayStation now, but I would like to play this game on the go because if I don't have a Switch I can't play Smash Bros on the go. So the next best thing, I guess, maybe it's not as good as Smash Bros, definitely not, but I remember playing it on the PS3 and it was actually not a bad little game actually, and perfect for on the go, definitely for on the Vita. I can definitely see myself putting some good time into that. And last but not least for the Vita, $10.99 from that 24/7 Games, Unit 13. This is often one that I do come across quite a bit. I just decided to pick it up and it was $10.99, just because I don't have any shooting games on the PlayStation Vita at the moment. When I first get a new console, the best thing to do is try and get one or two of each kind of game. So have a couple of racing games, a couple of shooting games, a couple of action, adventure, you know, puzzle, sports, you know. So you've got a bit of everything, especially when it comes to handheld, you know, traveling, you know, you go, oh, I want to take some racing games down with me, or some PlayStation, some sports and whatever, and I don't really know how good this game is. It looks like a sort of tactical shooter maybe, I'm not really sure. Seemed interesting. Get a new mission sent to your PlayStation Vita every single day. I don't know if it's still doing that or what, but yeah, let me know in the comments below if this game any good. It looks interesting, but I couldn't imagine it being amazing. But it looks kind of fun, you know, something to have on the go. And then finally, the stack of PlayStation 4 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 PlayStation 4 games. If I had one more, it would have been 10. Well, technically, I got raid last week, so that was thing. Where do I start? I suppose I'll start with the one that I got from the charity shop with FIFA, Batman Arkham Knight. Again, I had this game on the Xbox One and it's also on PlayStation now, I know. But this game is awesome. It is a very good game, and it was only $3.99, so I thought for $3.99, I'm not going to say no to a game that I don't own physical anymore, especially on PlayStation. I played it on Xbox, so I wouldn't mind playing this again on the PlayStation and getting the trophies and things. This game is absolutely fantastic. I still swear by Arkham Asylum. Some people swear by Arkham City, but I think Arkham Asylum was my favourite out of the Batman games. But this was a great end to the series. And I actually never played the DLC, so maybe I'll play this again and play the DLC. This game did make me rage a few times, so I'm sorry if I play this again ever and you hear me rage, but really enjoyed the Batman Arkham series. Very, very fun games. Some of the best superhero games I've ever played. If not the best Batman games I've ever played. Definitely the best Batman game. No doubt about that. And then from the 24/7 games in Maidenhead, I was very surprised to see Zombie Vikings Ragnarok Edition. I've played some of this on PlayStation Now, the normal version I think it is, but it might be the Ragnarok version, I don't know. And I actually enjoy it. It's actually very similar to... Hello, guinea pig, you having a bit of water, mate? What's with the ears? Yeah, it's actually very similar to, say, Castle Crashers, and you know how much I love Castle Crashers. It's not as good as Castle Crashers, but it's very similar in that style of game. It's quite funny, it's got some humour to it. Definitely a game that you could play co-op and have a lot of fun with. But I mainly got it because I didn't even know there was a physical version. And it's just not a game that I think is going to be expensive. It was only a £5. Rising Star Games. It's not a game that I think is going to be expensive in the future, but it's definitely one that I never knew about. So you know me, I like to pick up indie titles as a physical version because you never know, one day in the future they could be worth quite a bit of money, especially when it comes to indie titles, especially you know, that would be worth more than, say, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 or something, you know, in 5 years time. And also from the Maidenhead shop, I picked up God Eater 2 Rage Burst. I always get God Hand and God Eater mixed up. I don't know why. I don't know what the original God Eater is on. I think it's on PS3 or maybe PS2. I think they're sort of like beat 'em up, hack and slash style games. I think they're similar to, by looking at it, it looks kind of like a Monster Hunter style game. I don't know how good these games are, but it was only $7.99. It was either $7.99 or $8.99. And you know, I know there's a third one that came out not too long ago as well. But you know me, with my PlayStation collection, I try to go for Japanese style games or indie games, especially when it comes to physical games, because that's what PlayStation 4 is all about for me. Let's have a look. Well, we'll go with the wait, what? Did I miss one? Or did I drop one? I think I dropped one. Yeah, I did. I did wonder. And then obviously two for £20 from Game. Again, I picked up Romance of the Three Kingdoms 13. I think this one is. Again, you know I'm going for that full Koei collection eventually. I've never played a Romance of the Three Kingdoms games. I know they're very big strategy games and big like RPGs and stuff like that. Very similar to, say, like Nobunaga's Ambition, that sort of style of game. I think I had this game once before, but I never played it, so this is a buyback, really. So yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to play this game, but you know me, anything Three Kingdoms related or Koei related, gotta have it. And then I also brought back World of Final Fantasy. Again, I had this game, but I never played it, like an idiot. But from what I know, this is basically Final Fantasy meets Pokemon. Which kind of interests me because I love the Pokemon style of games, you know, collecting characters and leveling them up and using different combinations. So, yeah, I've heard this is actually a fun little chibi style, different style of Final Fantasy game, sort of like a not really, no, I wouldn't say a standalone game. Well, sort of like its own thing, you know. It's Final Fantasy, but if you've never played Final Fantasy, but I suppose this is actually a pretty good game if you've never played a Final Fantasy because it's got loads of characters from all the different Final Fantasy games in it. So, a bit like Disgaea, really. You can sort of get a variety of characters. So I'm looking forward to actually trying this one out and seeing if it is pretty fun. Let me know in those comments. And then the last four from CEX, I picked up Dishonored 2. I just seen it on the way out and I thought, oh, £4, I'll get Dishonored 2. I had it on Xbox One, but I never played it on Xbox One. And I've just not long finished Death of an Outsider. So, obviously, I thought, you know what, we'll continue on with 2. So I might play that soon. Well, maybe not now, but maybe tomorrow or something, I don't know. Really enjoyed Death of an Outsider, and I really enjoyed Dishonored Definitive Edition. So I hear Dishonored 2 is just as good, if not better, than the others. I really like the Dishonored style of gameplay, the whole concept of it is whatever you want to do, really. If you want to be a killer and kill every single person, then go ahead. If you want to be stealthy, you can. Gives it a lot of replay value, and that's what I love about the Dishonored games. Hopefully we see a third one. And then I picked up another PlayStation VR title. I picked up Super Stardust Ultra VR. I believe Super Stardust Ultra was a sort of like bullet hell shooter style game. And this includes 2 games. It includes Invasion Zone mode, which is sort of like a first person sort of perspective, and then it has the original classic mode with some enhanced visuals and some sort of revamped for VR. So it's my second PlayStation VR physical game. I have this and Star Trek. The rest of them I own digital, so happy to get another PlayStation VR game, and that was £6. You know me, I'll be getting the PlayStation VR controllers soon, so definitely will be playing some more VR. And then I picked up this one. It's called Last Tinker City of Colors. It looks kind of like a kid's game, but I have no clue what this game is. It looks maybe like a platformer. I don't know if it's any good or what, but I've never seen this game before, and that's what I love about the PlayStation 4. It might be on other systems, probably is, but it always comes across is I always find games that I never knew existed, you know, whether I enjoy them or not, you know. It just goes to show just how many different style of games there are on PlayStation and PlayStation 4. And to be honest, I've got quite a few good sort of indie titles. And then last but not least, I picked up, I think it's called Yomawari or Yomawari, Midnight Shadows. It's a horror game. It's a sort of like an indie 2D top-down horror game, and it looks really interesting. Sort of reminds me of something like Corpse Party or one of those sort of games, maybe like a Don't Starve style game, which I haven't played but I hear is really good. And you know me, I love watching people play horror games, but I've never really played too much of them myself. I still will get around to playing Resident Evil 7 in VR, you know I will. And I always love picking up some sort of obscure titles, games that I just haven't heard of. I think I've seen this in the other shop and it was like 15 quid. So I thought, oh, tenner, I won't say no to a tenner. Yeah, £10. And that one was £6 as well. But all in all, I'm quite happy with what I got today. You know, a bit of everything. Well, yeah, it's all PlayStation related apart from the DVDs. But I love collecting for the PlayStation 4, and to be honest, I really am enjoying collecting for the PlayStation Vita. Yes, I'm not getting a lot of games for it because unfortunately not a lot of places sell Vita games as much as I want. So it's really a case of, you know, they might have about 10 Vita games in certain shops, and it's really down to just the luck of the draw, I guess. You either get lucky or you don't. And to be honest, I'm enjoying the Vita, as I said in the last video. And today I'm quite happy with what I got today. You know me, I love collecting for the PlayStation 4. Definitely becoming one of my most favourite systems of this generation. And to be honest, you know, yes, I grew up, sorry, I'm just transferring some money. Yes, I grew up with the PlayStation 2 and then Xbox 360, Xbox One. And don't get me wrong, I love playing, you know, having a variety of games, and having a variety. And you know, a lot of people go, wow, you've got so many games, so many systems, how do you get time to play them all? Simple answer is I don't. I don't have enough time to play them. Yes, I've been playing quite a few games while I've been down here, but mostly I've been playing my PlayStation Vita. Yes, I've been playing Dynasty Warriors next, but you know me, Dynasty Warriors. And to be honest, it's just so nice when you get some more games that aren't games that you know of. You know, games that are different. You know, nothing, stuff that you haven't seen before, and it sort of gives yourself a surprise as well as, you know, as you the viewers, because you know you see people get the most recent games like Crash Bandicoot Racing and whatnot, you know, coming out, and new Call of Duties and stuff. And as much as, you know, they're good games in their own right, I love collecting for games that I never knew existed. You know what I mean? Having that, like, I'm gonna probably do another updated PS4 collection when I go home, maybe, and you'll just see how many of the PS4 games that I have that aren't, like, you know, the original AAA titles. You know, a lot of them are indie and third-party titles. But anyway, that's today's pickup. I'm quite happy with what I did, what I got. 4 more Vita games, even though one of them's a sports game, but happy with some more Vita games. I think my favourite pickup of the day, I don't know, I'm quite happy to have Small Soldiers, but I'm very interested about this Yumawari game. But also The Last Tinker, it's probably going to be a shit game, but it just looks so obscure. I never knew about it. It looks like a game that you don't think would ever get released in today's day and age, but it did. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to leave a like, and of course comment below, let me know what you've picked up. Is there anything in this particular pickups video that you think deserves more recognition than what I've given it? And as always, guys, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and join the family. Going bowling again tonight, looking forward to that. El cousin, let's go bowling. And as always, feel free to, I've already said that. As always, guys, have a nice day, and I will see you in the next video. Let's say goodbye to the guinea pig. He's a good guinea pig. Take care, and see you next time.